Hey, Matt. Thank you very much for sort of hopping on a video call
No,
last minute for you, I know. Uh,
yeah.
so, um, can you tell us a little bit just about yourself and about why you decided to get involved in organizing WordCamp Canada?
So a little bit about myself. I am a web developer by trade, senior web developer with Sandbox Solutions. They're based out of Guelph. Um, yeah, family. I've got a wife and two boys who are getting way too tall for my liking, but you know. Um, and in terms of WordCamp Canada, we we've been talking about WordCamp Canada. Me and a couple of the organizers, we've been talking about it I want to say since 2017. Um, really just wanting to showcase the WordPress community in Canada. Um, maybe it's a little bit of a elephant and mouse situation between us and the US. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of get the whole WordCamp community together for yeah, like 5, 6, what is it? 7 years now. Wow. So yeah, it's been a long haul, but we're finally here and happening in 3 days. So we're excited. We're really excited.
Why is the Canadian chapter of WordCamp is important, and are there any key differences between the US and the Canadian WordCamps?
In turn, I mean, there's going to be a whole lot more Canadian content, first of all, but in terms of like the format, I mean, it's going to be very familiar to people who have been to a WordCamp before. We have a contributor day where people can come and uh, offer their expertise to further the WordPress um, open source projects. And we have 2 days of speakers and panels. Um, I mean, the differentiator I think is we wanted to showcase how we could do a WordCamp US level conference on a budget. I mean, it's and being able to showcase some of the food and the culture. And I think one of the biggest things that we really wanted it to be in Ottawa for the first year, to kind of give a little bit of everything, because Ottawa, Toronto, Vancouver, you kind of get a little bit of everything. But given this is the first WordCamp Canada, being in our capital city, I think made the most sense. But yeah, just being able to showcase Canada to the WordPress world. We'd be able to do that with some of our smaller camps, but we just want to take it to the next level, really.
So WordCamp Canada promises to attract a very diverse community of enthusiasts and developers and speakers. I know it's a few days away, but it sounds like it's a great opportunity for companies whose business is directly or indirectly, involves WordPress. Like, namely, it's such an essential sort of product in the web hosting industry.
Yeah.
Can you think of, a couple of maybe positions that you may still have available, for companies to get in and sponsor and support the event?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because of the late hour we're at, I mean, there's still time for us to get additional flyers into to the swag bag that everyone's going to be getting when they come. Um, I mean, I believe there's actually a coffee that you can still sponsor. So,
Super
which
important.
means, yeah, that coffee definitely is important. But yeah, you could sponsor one of the coffees, and the logo would be on the stations, as well as
Mhm.
I believe napkins we're getting. So I mean, we'd have to get that in for tomorrow, but we could definitely do that. Um, yeah, I mean, no matter how companies sponsor, your name will get out there. Um, you know, as being a supporter of WordPress and the open source projects, and small trying to be big conferences like WordCamp Canada. So yeah.
So the event is filled with talks and presentations, and I was looking, and I know that obviously the audience can go and check just the list of like speakers. I was just taking a look at, I mean, just magnificent, all walks of life. It feels like they're flying in from all over the place. So can you give us a bit of an insight into the kind of like thought leaders that are expected to present, so that the audience can kind of get a grasp of what kind of insights and knowledge they'd be like walking away with?
Yeah. So the nice thing is with WordCamps in general, they try and hit a wide berth of knowledge, understanding of WordPress in general. So we have everything from, on the contributor day, there's also a WordPress 101. So like if you're just getting started in WordPress and you're trying to figure your way out through everything, we have basically a seminar, because it's at least I believe it's like 4 hours or 5 hours. So you're going to get a pretty in-depth knowledge of WordPress through there. Also, the speakers and the panels, you're going to get everything from how to build a block if you're a programmer or a developer, to how to create your first multilingual site with WordPress. So I would almost say that, you run the gamut of, very simple how-tos all the way up to, here's another way that you could develop in WordPress. So you have it, and you have everything in between too. You have content related stuff, newsletters, themes. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Like if there's something about WordPress that needs to be talked about, I'm pretty sure we have a talk on it this year, definitely. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't have to be a developer. You don't have to be someone who's a server administrator or any highfalutin thing like that. You can be someone who's just a writer who wants to figure out how to get your writing on the internet. I mean, that's really what WordPress is about, democratizing publishing. So so basically everyone from people just getting started to experts in the field can learn something from our camp.
Well, it sounds absolutely stimulating and exciting, quite honestly. Good luck with the event. It's taking place it starts on July 11 in Ottawa.
Right.
And how do people find you? I mean, we're definitely going to link to the website in the description of the video, but
yeah,
tell the people how to,
Canada.wordcamp.org/2024. That's where you get all the information for the camp. And yeah, we're also on all the socials as WordCamp Canada, so you should be able to find our posts about our speakers, and you'll be seeing stuff about our sponsors as well in the next 2 days.
Matt, I appreciate the talk. Thank you so much for chatting.
Yeah, thank you very much.